Cozy rooms for rent. Very pretty building. Probably not an old one, although part of it may be. But nicely done inside. That warm ambience of dark wood. Inside looks impressive. Those panels historically opened up, those sides did. There a gate, probably an old gate to the town. New or otherwise, wouldn't these be gorgeous additions to any home? Here, major work on this part of the street. Well, this looks very authentic. And here we come into a square. Doesn't that look impressive as an old structure? Wonder if this tree's still alive. I think there are. Yes, there are leaves on it. And now this side of the square. All of it looks very authentic. Like this really was it. God, they're going to ruin it, I'm positive. Fill it with shops. Replace everything that looks authentic. And if you look to the right of that dilapidated, thank God, entrance temple, there's the entrance to the hostel. This uses an electronic key, and you're greeted pleasant water feature. And up those stairs go the rooms and the dorms and a little tea balcony, if you will. This is one of the two main tourist streets. It may end up being the tourist street. The sun just peeking over the mountains a bit and dropping down now, as you can see at the level. Quite cold here. I have on a short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt, my blue Summit jacket, vest, and my heavy Summit jacket. This looks like an old authentic building. You can see that the paintwork on top is eroding away from weather, but you can see some nice carving on the stone entryway. This looks interesting, so may as well wander in and take a look at it. You wonder what the rest of the town would have looked like when this was brand new. Let's take a closer look at that panel that appears to be broken from down here. Nope. The building is still used. A man just scooted out. We said ni hao, hello, and he went off, I assume, in a rush to work. That is nicely carved wood. Notice that there used to be vertical carved pieces along the sides that long ago disappeared. A celebration perhaps taking place, those firecrackers. Sadly, this building's wearing away. Probably won't be restored. It's easier to tear it down and build again, I guess. One wonders where that leads to. Another residence now, but in the past. This is the alleyway to the side of that first entrance. I was just curious to look at this building down here. Continuing to walk this alleyway, I can see where it leads to the outside, but I don't know if it actually does or not. Yeah, looks like it leads to the main street. Some steaming pots suggest there's food for sale down. These are called baozi, B-A-O-Z-I, and that's what she had for sale. And that's a steamed bread with some kind of filling inside. We'll see when we get to it. There is whatever it is. It's heavily spiced, probably has some meat, lots of spices in it. No idea. Meat. The market I could see yesterday from down below. I walked up and down at that end. Heavy clouded sky today. They open up into a big market, but maybe not. What's interesting is why in this small agricultural town, there's still a demand for a little market, but I suspect it must be because many of the people here in town just never get into the fields, or the fields are sacrosanct. You go in and take it up and you're stealing. Well, this one appears to be different. It has some different kind of filling in it. Don't know what it is. I'm guessing that round structure is the town cistern. I wonder if this little section of this large market area, this first portion all cement, and the portion to my right only cement benches and stairs, if that small bit of market is a reflection of the decline of this place as a market for some reason, or if it's just a minor market day. These look like peelings of something, like peelings of orange. Just drying here. In the glare of the sun, through the mist is the small village and hill that I climbed yesterday, and then worked my way left through the terraces back to the river and across the bridge that you can see in the center of the Shanxi Rehabilitation Project, building a future for the past along the ancient tea and horse caravan trail. Video. This shot epitomizes, symbolizes the change that is occurring in places that I'm visiting that are authentic, and that is the old on the right is being replaced by the new on the left, and it will not be too many years before this whole place starts to look like Lijian. All this is the makings of that. You can't fault the people. It's what they think they should do, and it's to make their lives better. Well, a lady before me just walked straight on in, so I guess I'll do that now. I want to take a close-up of this checking of the paint. I wonder if it's intentional. I don't think so, because I see it elsewhere on this sculpture. This is a model of the town. You enter down along this road here, and that's the primary road. The bus stops about right underneath there. And then this is the secondary primary road. I think it's the primary tourist road of the future. Here's the temple, and I'm in the building over on this side here, I believe, and my hostel is back inside here. This is the first inner courtyard. Everything looks original. These are all side rooms, and presumably behind me there's access to that second floor there. Here a rather simple entry or passageway through to the second inner courtyard. What I love about this is its apparent authenticity. Those weathered blue railings, with somewhat weathered red panels, and yet those original wood inserts, if you will. Probably these planter devices are original. Notice the tree busting out of its planter base. What's interesting here, notice that the railing is of a different design. The one on the left that we just saw has just a simple railing. This one has a little bit more complex. And here's the stairway to the second floor. And I've come up here just for the fun of having the perspective. These may have housed monks if in fact they lived here. I'm just going to pan these carvings. There, a horse. Here, a horse holding what may be a scepter in its mouth. This looking probably one of the dragon gods. And here another. And this, a horse and another horse. I can't for sure make this out. It may be a duck or a rabbit. Rabbit, I think. This, I believe, is a god. I bet you 10 to 1 you'll find panels like this that are antique in the homes of the wealthy in China. This model appears to be a model of a cluster of a couple of homes, if not more, with their inner courtyards. And remember, when you look inside these, there are buildings for residences. This may be a barn where produce is stored. This may be the living quarters. It's all a complete farming complex, if you will. The Shanxi Rehabilitation Project, building a future for the past along the ancient tea and horse caravan trail.